Have you ever paused in the grocery aisle, holding a simple fruit or vegetable, and wondered if it held a secret? Not a secret to a fleeting trend, but a deeper, quieter secret about the very architecture of your future health. As we journey through our 60s, 70s, and 80s, this question becomes less an idle thought and more a profound inquiry into the quality of the life we wish to lead. It is a natural and wise evolution to consider how every choice, especially the foods we place on our plate, contributes to the man we will be tomorrow, next year, and a decade from now. Here is a truth that is as potent as it is often overlooked. The food you choose to eat today is one of the most powerful, consistent, and accessible tools you have to protect your vitality, your confidence, and even your independence as you age. This isn't about chasing the fountain of youth or reversing the unchangeable march of time. It is about something far more meaningful: empowerment. It is about understanding that you can become an active participant in your own well-being, fortifying your body from within against the subtle challenges that accompany a long and well-lived life. In this in-depth exploration, we will move beyond surface-level advice and delve into the science and practical wisdom behind 5 specific types of food. These are not exotic, expensive, or difficult to find. They are humble, everyday staples that may serve as quiet guardians for your health where it matters most, specifically in those intimate areas of the body that are often the first to signal changes in our underlying wellness. The health of these areas is inextricably linked to circulation, hormonal balance, and nerve function, making them a sensitive barometer for our overall state of being. We will uncover how these 5 nutritional allies can support energy, function, and resilience in ways that extend far beyond what you see in the mirror. This journey is about nurturing a sense of control and profound self-care that can fundamentally change how you feel about your body, no matter how many candles adorned your last birthday cake. Stay with us, because what you are about to discover is a roadmap to investing in your long-term strength, one delicious and deliberate bite at a time. If you believe that the small, daily choices we make are the true foundation of lasting health, we invite you to share your agreement in the comments below. Your journey of empowerment starts now, and we are honored to walk this path with you. And if you find value in this introduction, please consider hitting the like button to let us know we're on the right track. The first guardian, the foundational pillar of zinc-rich foods. Let us begin with a mineral that is, for many, a forgotten cornerstone of masculine health: zinc. One of the most overlooked yet fundamentally crucial steps you can take for your vitality as you age is to ensure a consistent and adequate intake of this powerful nutrient. Its role is not flashy or dramatic, but it is profoundly foundational. Zinc is a key player in hundreds of enzymatic reactions within the body, but for our purposes, its most significant contribution is its role in supporting the natural production of testosterone. Testosterone is a hormone often misunderstood, frequently reduced to a mere symbol of virility. In reality, its influence is far more expansive, touching upon energy levels, mood regulation, muscle mass, bone density, and yes, the health and integrity of your most personal and private tissues. As the years advance, a gradual decline in testosterone levels is a natural part of the aging process for many men. This decline can quietly initiate a chain reaction, subtly impacting blood flow, the strength and resilience of tissues, and even the way you feel from one day to the next. It's a slow erosion of the very bedrock of vitality. This is precisely why incorporating foods rich in zinc is not merely about boosting nutrition, it is about actively reinforcing that hormonal foundation. It is about providing your body with the raw materials it needs to maintain a state of equilibrium, which in turn supports both your physical confidence and your psychological well-being. So, what practical, everyday foods can serve as your source for this essential mineral? The good news is they are likely already familiar to you. Think of adding more pumpkin seeds to your diet, a handful as a snack or sprinkled over oatmeal. Consider oysters, long hailed for their restorative properties, which are the single richest dietary source of zinc. Look to lean beef, a satisfying and nutrient-dense option, or plant-based powerhouses like chickpeas and lentils. Consider the story of a gentleman named Richard, a 72-year-old from Ohio who shared his experience. He wasn't pursuing grand promises or gimmicky solutions. He simply began making small, intentional changes. He started adding a tablespoon of raw pumpkin seeds to his morning oatmeal and made sure to enjoy a simple beef stir-fry or a hearty lentil soup once or twice a week. Over the course of a few months, he described not a miraculous transformation, but a series of subtle yet meaningful shifts. He noticed a more consistent level of energy throughout the afternoon, a slight lift in his general mood, and a feeling he described as being more solidly in his own skin. He was simply giving his body the building blocks it needed to do its job a little better. The mechanism is elegant in its simplicity. Zinc is essential for the function of the Leydig cells in the testes, which are responsible for producing testosterone. When these cells are well supported, they can function more optimally, helping to maintain hormone levels that support tissue health, including in those sensitive, vascular areas that rely on healthy hormonal signals to function properly. But the benefits of zinc do not stop there. It is a vital cofactor for a robust immune system, helps wounds heal more effectively, and even plays a role in maintaining our senses of taste and smell. Small but significant contributors to our daily quality of life that we often take for granted until they begin to fade. Furthermore, it is worth considering that low zinc levels have been scientifically linked to an increased risk of issues related to circulation and nerve health, both of which are absolutely critical for maintaining a high quality of life as we age. When you consciously include zinc-rich foods in your meals, you are not just eating for the satisfaction of the moment. You are making a long-term investment in the systemic health of your entire body, starting with the very areas where the first whispers of aging often make themselves heard. This is not about loading up on supplements without guidance or embarking on extreme restrictive diets. It is about the quiet power of simple, consistent choices that integrate seamlessly into the life you already lead. The profound strength of this approach lies in its accessibility. That was the first quiet guardian, the foundational pillar of zinc. If you found this detailed explanation useful and recognize the importance of this mineral, please show your support and let us know you're ready to apply this knowledge by commenting with the number 1 below. The second guardian, the river of life in pomegranate. Now, let us turn our attention from the hormonal foundation to the very pathways that deliver life and energy to every cell in our body, our circulatory system. Including pomegranate in your diet is one of the simplest, most delicious, and most scientifically supported ways to nurture the kind of robust circulation that becomes increasingly vital as we age, especially when it comes to the health of areas that depend on steady, powerful blood flow for optimal function. Imagine your circulatory system as a vast and intricate network of rivers and streams. Pomegranate acts as a gentle guardian of the riverbanks, ensuring they remain flexible and open, allowing the current to flow without obstruction. What makes this vibrant, jewel-like fruit so valuable is not just its sweet tart taste or its stunning crimson color. The true magic lies within its rich supply of potent antioxidants, particularly a group of polyphenols called punicolagens. These natural compounds are the primary heroes of the story, working to protect the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels, known as the endothelium, from the relentless damage caused by oxidative stress. This process of oxidative damage tends to accelerate with age and can lead to a stiffening or hardening of the arteries, a condition known as arteriosclerosis. When your arteries lose their youthful flexibility, blood flow can become compromised, creating a cascade of issues throughout the body. Pomegranate offers a natural, gentle way to help counteract these changes, providing support from the inside out. What's truly remarkable is how accessible this support is. Whether you enjoy the glistening seeds or arils sprinkled over your morning yogurt, drink a small glass of pure unsweetened pomegranate juice with your lunch, or toss the seeds into a vibrant salad for dinner, you are doing far more than just adding a splash of color to your plate. You are ingesting a powerful dose of vascular protection. I recall hearing from a man named George, a bright and active 75-year-old who decided to make one small change to his daily routine. He began having a small 4-ounce glass of pomegranate juice with his breakfast each day. He wasn't expecting miracles or overnight results. However, over several months, he began to notice subtle but distinct changes. He mentioned that his hands and feet, which often felt cool, seemed consistently warmer. He even felt that his stamina during his cherished morning walks had subtly improved. It was a quiet, personal observation, but it was one that mattered deeply to him, signaling an internal improvement in his body's fundamental operations. The key benefit of pomegranate stems from its ability to boost the body's production of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a crucial signaling molecule that tells the smooth muscles in your artery walls to relax, a process called vasodilation. When your arteries are wider and more relaxed, blood pressure can decrease, and blood can flow more freely and efficiently to every corner of your body. This is of paramount importance for the intimate parts of a man's anatomy, which are essentially complex vascular structures. Their health and function are directly dependent on the quality and volume of blood flow they receive. Therefore, supporting vasodilation is a direct and powerful way to support this specific area of your health. One of the most appealing aspects of incorporating pomegranate is that it works gently and cumulatively over time. There is no need to radically overhaul your entire way of eating. It's about the art of addition, a few spoonfuls of seeds here, a splash of juice there, that can quietly support your health in ways you may not feel immediately, but that build in value as the weeks and months turn into years. And remember, the benefits are holistic. Good blood flow doesn't just support one area. It is essential for a healthy heart, a sharp brain, strong muscles, and overall vitality. If these insights into the power of pomegranate have been valuable to you, please let us know you're with us on this journey by commenting with the number 2 below. And if you haven't already, this is a perfect moment to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Your support helps us continue to create well-researched, inspiring content designed to empower your health journey. The third guardian, the inflammation tamer in omega-3 rich foods. As we get older, one of the most insidious and silent challenges that can take a toll on our bodies is chronic low-grade inflammation. It's not the acute, noticeable inflammation of a sprained ankle, but a persistent, smoldering fire that works quietly in the background. Over years, this systemic inflammation can slowly wear down tissues, contribute to the stiffening of blood vessels, and interfere with the delicate network of signals that help every part of your body function smoothly, including those intimate areas that depend so critically on healthy nerves and open circulatory pathways. This is where our third guardian comes into play, omega-3 rich foods. These powerful fatty acids offer a natural, delicious, and highly effective way to help keep that silent fire of inflammation in check while simultaneously supporting your overall vitality. When you make a conscious effort to include more sources of omega-3s in your meals, you are not just choosing foods that are famously good for your heart or your joints. You are taking a proactive step to protect the very foundation of health that underpins your confidence and well-being at every stage of life. Foods like walnuts, ground flax seeds, chia seeds, and especially cold water fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, and herring are packed with these beneficial fats. They work by influencing the body's production of eicosanoids, which are signaling molecules. A diet high in other types of fats can lead to pro-inflammatory signals, while a diet rich in omega-3s helps the body produce compounds that calm inflammation before it has a chance to cause widespread, cumulative harm. Think of omega-3s as the body's natural fire department, quietly dousing embers before they can become a blaze. I remember a conversation with a friend named Walter, a vibrant man now in his early 80s. Walter had been struggling with the kind of morning stiffness that many people accept as an inevitable part of aging. On the advice of his doctor, he began to make 2 simple changes. He started adding a tablespoon of freshly ground flaxseed to his morning yogurt and made a point to enjoy a piece of grilled salmon for dinner once a week. Over time, he reported that the stiffness in his hands had noticeably lessened, and more importantly, he felt steadier on his feet during his daily walks. It wasn't a sudden, dramatic cure, but rather a gradual, welcome improvement that gave him a renewed sense of ease and comfort in his own body. What makes omega-3s so incredibly valuable for the specific topic of this discussion is the way they support the delicate, intertwined network of blood vessels and nerves. When inflammation is left to run rampant, it can quietly damage these systems. For blood vessels, this can mean reduced flexibility and a greater propensity for plaque buildup. For nerves, it can mean a degradation of the protective myelin sheath, leading to slower, less reliable signal transmission. By including omega-3 rich foods regularly, you provide your body with the tools it needs to protect these systems naturally. Another crucial, though less discussed, benefit of omega-3s is their effect on blood viscosity. They help to make blood platelets less sticky, which can reduce the risk of dangerous clots and support smoother, more efficient circulation throughout the entire body. And, of course, what benefits your blood vessels and nerves in one part of your body benefits them everywhere, including those personal areas that rely so heavily on healthy flow and clear communication between the brain and the body. You don't have to make massive, sweeping changes to reap these rewards. Sprinkle some chia seeds onto your oatmeal. Add a handful of walnuts to your afternoon snack. Try the smash fish, salmon, mackerel, anchovies, sardines, and herring, which are low in mercury and high in omega-3s. These are gentle, sustainable shifts that can offer powerful support over time. This brings us to the end of our third point on the inflammation-taming power of omega-3s. Do you have a favorite way to incorporate these healthy fats into your diet? Perhaps a great salmon recipe or a creative use for chia seeds? Please share your tips and experiences in the comments section. Your ideas could inspire someone else. And to let us know you're following along, please comment with the number 3. The fourth guardian, the humble hero of garlic. When it comes to protecting your health as you move through your 60s, 70s, and 80s, there is a unique and profound wisdom in turning to simple, natural foods that have stood the test of time. Foods like garlic, which have been revered for generations across countless cultures, not merely for their ability to transform a meal with their pungent flavor, but for their quiet, steady support of the body's most vital systems. Garlic is one of those humble kitchen ingredients that works tirelessly behind the scenes, a true unsung hero in the quest for long-term vitality. Its primary mission is to help keep your arteries flexible and your blood flowing smoothly, a benefit that is especially pertinent to those areas of the body where the early signs of aging often first appear. As the years pass, it is a common physiological change for our blood vessels to become less elastic and more rigid. This makes it harder for blood to move freely and efficiently, forcing the heart to work harder and potentially compromising circulation to the body's extremities. However, adding garlic to your regular diet can help counteract this process, giving your circulatory system the support it needs to stay strong, responsive, and steady. What makes garlic so uniquely powerful? The secret lies in a sulfur compound called allicin. This is the potent ingredient that is released when a clove of garlic is crushed, chopped, or chewed, and it's also responsible for garlic's distinctive aroma. Allicin and its byproducts have been shown in numerous studies to support the body's production of nitric oxide, the same beneficial molecule we discussed with pomegranate. As a potent vasodilator, nitric oxide helps to relax and widen blood vessels. When your arteries are more pliable and open, blood can move with greater ease to every organ and tissue, including those intimate areas that are exquisitely dependent on robust circulation to function well. You don't have to make massive, sweeping changes to reap these rewards. Sprinkle some chia seeds onto your oatmeal. Add a handful of walnuts to your afternoon snack. Try the smash fish, salmon, mackerel, anchovies, sardines, and herring, which are low in mercury and high in omega-3s. These are gentle, sustainable shifts that can offer powerful support over time. This brings us to the end of our third point on the inflammation-taming power of omega-3s. Do you have a favorite way to incorporate these healthy fats into your diet? Perhaps a great salmon recipe or a creative use for chia seeds? Please share your tips and experiences in the comments section. Your ideas could inspire someone else. And to let us know you're following along, please comment with the number 3. I once spoke with a man named Harold, a spry 78-year-old who shared a simple change he had made. After learning about its benefits, he started consciously adding a clove or two of fresh, minced garlic to his evening soups and roasted vegetables. He reported that, over time, he felt a noticeable difference in how steady and energized he felt, particularly during his daily walks. It wasn't about a quick fix or a miracle cure. It was the cumulative effect of a small, thoughtful adjustment that helped his body work a little better with each passing day. Beyond its role in vasodilation, garlic contains other compounds that can help reduce the buildup of plaque along the artery walls. This is critically important because plaque can quietly and progressively narrow the very pathways that blood needs to travel through, making it harder for your heart and other organs to receive the oxygen and nutrients they need. When blood flow slows down, it can affect everything from your cognitive function and energy levels to your ability to remain active and independent. By including garlic in your meals, you are helping to protect those essential pathways, keeping them as clear and flexible as possible so your body can continue to operate at its best. One of the most wonderful things about garlic is how effortlessly it can be integrated into your daily life. You don't need to consume it in large, unpleasant amounts or rely on expensive supplements. A clove or two added to a pasta sauce, a sprinkle of garlic powder on your morning eggs, or a bit of roasted garlic spread on whole grain toast. All of these small, delicious choices add up over time. For maximum benefit, many experts suggest letting the garlic sit for about 10 minutes after chopping or crushing it, as this allows the allicin-producing enzyme to work its magic before being deactivated by heat. Garlic is our fourth quiet guardian, a humble yet mighty ally for arterial health. If you appreciate learning about these time-tested, simple solutions and are finding this information valuable, please let us know by commenting with the number 4 below. And if you haven't yet, this is another great opportunity to subscribe and hit the bell, ensuring you won't miss our future deep dives into proactive health. The fifth guardian, the cellular bodyguards in antioxidant-rich foods. As we continue our journey into how simple foods can safeguard our most personal and vital areas, let's turn to a concept that affects every single one of us as we age: oxidative stress. You might not hear this term in everyday conversation, but its impact on the aging process is immense and pervasive. In simple terms, oxidative stress occurs when there is an imbalance in your body between highly reactive, damaging molecules called free radicals and the antioxidants that work to neutralize them. Think of it like rust forming on a car. Over time, if left unchecked, this cellular rust can quietly break down the very tissues and cells that keep us strong, steady, and feeling like ourselves. This damage often shows up first and most profoundly in places where cells are particularly delicate or have a high rate of metabolic activity. This includes the intricate vascular and nerve tissues in those areas tied so closely to our confidence, vitality, and sense of masculine well-being. This is precisely why a diet rich in a wide variety of antioxidant-rich foods is such a profoundly wise and caring choice. It is about building a comprehensive internal defense system, a team of cellular bodyguards to protect yourself from the inside out, starting with the parts of your body that often need that protection most. When we talk about antioxidant-rich foods, what are we referring to? Blueberries are a quintessential example, often hailed as a superfood for the potent anthocyanins that give them their deep blue color. But the team of bodyguards is vast and varied. Bright red strawberries and raspberries are packed with their own unique antioxidants. Dark leafy greens like spinach and kale offer a different set of protective compounds. Even deep purple grapes and the rich flavonoids in dark chocolate, in moderation of course, contribute to this protective shield. The key is diversity, to eat the rainbow, as dietitians often advise. I once knew a man named Frank, who at 80 years old was as sharp and witty as a man half his age. Frank told me that for decades he had maintained a simple, non-negotiable ritual. Every morning he added a small bowl of mixed berries to his breakfast. It was a simple habit, but one he credited with helping him stay energetic and clear-headed throughout the day. He firmly believed it gave him a little extra edge in keeping his body in good working order. Frank wasn't seeking magic. He was simply and consistently giving his body the tools it could use to stay ahead of the natural wear and tear that comes with the passing of years. The beauty of these foods is that they are not only protective, but also delicious and easy to incorporate into what you are already eating. Sprinkle a handful of berries over your cereal or oatmeal, toss a handful of fresh spinach into a smoothie or a sandwich, choose a crisp apple or a small bunch of grapes as an afternoon snack. These small touches are not about creating dramatic overnight changes. They are about supporting your body gently and consistently, helping to mitigate the cumulative damage that builds up slowly over a lifetime. And when you do that, you are not just helping your heart or your brain, you are fundamentally supporting the health of those private, personal areas that mean so much to your confidence and overall quality of life. Antioxidants work by generously donating an electron to a volatile free radical, thereby stabilizing it and preventing it from causing a chain reaction of cellular damage.
This means they help protect the delicate lining of your blood vessels, the integrity of your nerve cells, and the health of the soft tissues that keep everything working in harmony. When these systems are protected from this cellular rust, blood flows more freely, nerves transmit clearer and stronger signals, and everything feels more in balance. This is why adding these foods to your routine is not just a smart nutritional choice, it is an act of profound self-care that touches every aspect of your health. Antioxidants are our fifth and final guardian, a diverse team protecting your very cells. What is your favorite antioxidant-rich food that you enjoy regularly? Share it in the comments below. Your choice might give others a great new idea. And to show that you've completed this journey through all 5 guardians, please comment with the number 5. Final thoughts: the power of a promise to your future self. As we bring our exploration to a close, I want to invite you to take a quiet moment for yourself. Reflect on these 5 simple but powerful nutritional guardians we have discussed today. What idea or concept stood out to you the most? Perhaps it was the realization that something as small and unassuming as a handful of pumpkin seeds or a few berries at breakfast could be working silently to protect your health in ways you hadn't considered before. Or maybe it was the empowering reminder that you do not need complicated regimens or expensive supplements to take meaningful, tangible steps toward caring for your body. You simply need the wisdom to make small, steady, enjoyable choices that fit naturally into the rhythm of your life. Whatever it was that spoke to you, I hope it leaves you feeling more confident, more hopeful, and more fundamentally in control of your own well-being. Each of these food groups, zinc-rich foods for hormonal balance, pomegranate for circulatory flow, omega-3s for taming inflammation, garlic for arterial flexibility, and a rainbow of antioxidants for cellular protection, is a simple addition that can quietly support the parts of your body that are often the first to feel the effects of aging. While we may not always talk openly about the health of these intimate areas, they matter deeply. They are connected not just to our physical function, but to our sense of identity, our confidence, and our ability to connect with life's joys. That is why it is so critically important to remember that you have the power, right now, to give yourself the care and support you so richly deserve. It is never too late to start, and every small step builds upon the last, creating a powerful momentum of health. I encourage you to pick just one of these ideas, not all 5 at once, but just one. Try including that one food or food group in your day tomorrow. See how it feels. Let that simple, deliberate act serve as a physical reminder that you are worth the effort. Taking care of yourself is not about achieving perfection or making grand, unsustainable gestures. It is about showing up for yourself in small, consistent, and compassionate ways. That is where real, lasting strength lies, in the quiet choices that help you stay active, independent, and able to savor the beautiful life you have worked so hard to build. After all this analysis, what is the single most important lesson or takeaway you've learned for yourself today? Let us know your final thoughts in the comments. Your insights are the most valuable part of this community. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you found this article helpful and insightful, please show your appreciation by hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel for more content like this, and sharing it with someone who might benefit. Your support is our greatest motivation. Thank you for your time and attention, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.